Hi, and welcome back. Today I thought we'd do a nice light take on French onion soup. The ingredients are in the description below, so with that being said, let's jump on in. What we're going to need first is some onions. Now you're going to use at least 2 to 3 large to medium-sized Vedalia onions. So we're going to take our onion and we're going to chop off the end. We're going to top and tail. This here is what causes people to cry. Cutting it releases all of that ammonia and pheromones. So we're going to see if I cry today. What we're going to do is just cut the onion in half. We're going to peel it. It's okay if you lose a layer or two here. See if we can get this one started. Get on in. Now we're going to try to use as much onion as possible. So you're going to take your onion and you're going to take your knife, get a good grip. I'm going to start here and we're going to go up and over. Start here and you get to the top, so it's completely flush, 90-degree angle. You're going to take your onion, going to pop it down, and then you're going to continue. Going to do it over here. Going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to do about roughly 1/8 of an inch slices. Try to get as much as possible out of the onion. Take these, and we're going to pop them in a bowl. I already have a whole bunch already pre-made. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to pop over to the stove. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our pre-cut onions, we're going to get a nice pot, we're going to turn it on medium-high. We're going to take some olive oil, about 2 tablespoons, right into the pot. Get that nice and hot here. I like to always test it with a nice piece, just toss it in. See if it's sizzling. I can hear it to start to sizzle. I'm going to take all of them. Now this looks like a lot of onions, but these are all going to just cook down and we're going to sweat them. Toss them all in. Hear that sizzle? Then we're just going to make sure they're all in. I'm going to take some salt. Do some pepper. And we are just going to let these cook and sweat. Just cover them, leave them, set them, and while this is cooking away, we're going to move over here and we're going to prepare our bread, because once the beer goes in, we're going to deglaze the pan, and then we're going to add in our rest of our ingredients. Alright, so we've been letting these cook down now for about 5 minutes. They've been sweating. And what we're going to do now is add in our beer. For this you want to add in either a pale ale or a blonde ale. For this one we're going to add in a Belgian white, which somewhat verges a little bit. So I'm going to add in roughly, I eyeball it, maybe a cup and a quarter. I like to add in a little extra. What we're going to let this do is deglaze the pan. It's at this point where if you choose not to use beer, you can actually use apple cider vinegar. Works extremely well and goes along with the flavor profile of the onions at this point. We're going to let this do, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to let this come to a simmer, and once this has started to simmer, we're going to add in our broth. Now these have been simmering for roughly about 2 to 3 minutes. Now we're going to add in our broth. What we're going to do is 2½ cups of chicken broth and 1½ cups of beef broth. Just mix that around. We're going to add in some more pepper. Going to add in some salt. Let's mix this around. Now it's always important to taste. You want to make sure your seasonings always come out good. I might tend to add in some more salt and pepper towards the end in case I think I need some. So what we're going to do is let this come to a simmer now, which will probably take roughly 5 minutes. And in the meantime, what we're going to do while this is coming to a simmer is we're going to start on our bread. So let's get to it. Alright, so we're going to start on our bread now. I have a nice baguette. I just got this morning. You can actually make your own if you really wish. For this, we're going to use some Swiss cheese. So what we're going to do, let's cut off the end, put that aside. Going to take it, I'm just going to cut a couple slices. For this, we'll just use those. Take a baking sheet. Line them up. We're going to take some olive oil. Always use olive oil in the kitchen. We're going to drizzle these. That looks beautiful. Take our salt. Take some pepper. I preheated the oven to 350 degrees. And what we're going to do is we're going to take them, pop them in, let them sit there for roughly 5 to 6 minutes. We're going to take them out. We're going to do 2 more steps. Alright, so our bread has been in the oven now for roughly 5-ish minutes. And what we're going to do is, take this over here. Now this will be hot, so please use a little bit of caution. Take your kitchen towel and use that. Going to take some nice clove of garlic. This should only take 1. You don't need to peel it. Just take it, slice it in half. If you want to peel it, that's really up to you. All we're going to do is take this, take our crouton, and just scrape it. Just scrape it. And it's just going to go right in. Just leave the essence of garlic. You don't want the actual garlic. Only need half, doesn't take much. Just a little bit. After that's done, take our cheese. For this, we're just gonna cut nice slices. Just lay it right on top, just like this. Slice. Thick, thin, that's all up to you. There's no right or wrong at this part. Just take it, you can add it in. Uh, 16-ounce bar. You can have a nice big block of cheese. I am using leftover cheese because I don't like to waste product here. So add that. This will melt down. Add that one there. That will melt down. Now what we're going to do is turn on our broiler. I set mine to high. And while that's on, I'm going to take this, take it, and throw it right back on in. Let it sit there. Keep an eye on it. You do not want to burn the cheese. And our soup has just started to come to a simmer. So we're going to turn this off, let this cool. When our croutons are done, we'll start plating. Oh, look at that beautiful, beautiful melted cheese. While this is cooling down just slightly, we're going to take our soup. Oh, that smells beautiful, beautiful. Test it. Oh, seasoned perfectly. Now all we're going to do is plate. Get all those onions. The onions are the star of the show. Make sure we get our broth. Put our broth in. Oh, that is beautiful. Get some more onions. We're not going to fill this all the way up. We're going to need a nice little lip on this. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright. Go over here. And we're going to take some nice little croutons. Actually, let's get a fork. Those are still smoking. Take it. That there. We'll take another one. And we'll put that there. And now we have a nice light take on French onion soup. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you. Take care.